Greetings. Welcome. We're back with more Dyson Sphere program. Now, I should do this, I think. This, I think, adequately reflects where I was. So, back with more Dyson Sphere. Yes. When I left off, I said I was going to leave the factory running to get all of the research done. So this is where I currently am with the research. So I guess I'm about halfway through the research tree. That does not mean that I am halfway through the game. Because you get these early researches very quickly, and then these come a whole lot slower. So I don't think there's anything else that I can research right now without needing yellow science for both technologies and upgrades. I'm pretty sure I need yellow science, and yellow and purple in this case, to unlock everything else. Snack. I have a snack, and I have a cat. The cat is not the snack. The cat is just needy and wanting all of the pets. And keeps going over there and looking at the bed, but doesn't actually get in the bed. Okay. So, I have all of this crude. Ugh, I keep calling this stuff crude. This is obviously refined. This is obviously crude. But I have all of this refined oil right here that I'm not using for anything, and I should be using it for stuff. So I'm going to build another power facility, I think like this one, to burn that crude right there. I think I might put it right here, actually. This seems like a good place to put it. That goes there, and that goes there. So I think I can pick this battlefield base up here, and I can build a row of these machines like just right here. And I don't really need to worry about putting these wind turbines back down right here. At least not on this planet. And the question is, how many runs of crude can I get away with? 6? No, I can't. I don't think I can get away with 6, because I don't think I can get any out of that port right there. So I might only be able to get away with 5. Let's see.
Insufficient materials.
Yo, you know what would help? If I picked up some belts. That would be helpful. I'm just gonna take all of these. And I turned on one other thing I did while I was getting the research stuff on. I turned on the rest of the factory to just build machines. bar to operate. Because I know I'm going to be needing a lot of these machines going on towards the end game. We're going to go ahead and take 2 stacks of these things. What else am I going to need? I'm going to take a whole... I don't need that many inserters, actually. I don't. Put this back. Oh no, I don't need this. We'll just put this here. Belt splitters. I think that's all I need. Okay, and then right here, I'm gonna have to do some funny business with the belts. That belt to come out. And that can connect here. Directly across to there. And this can come here and that. Connect across to there. And then that. Are you kidding me? Well, let me select the belt under that. Run out here. Okay. So that belt, and then this belt needs to come out. Jump over both of those. I have 3 belts coming in right here, I think. And then same on the other side. These will be my connection points. There. Just like that. Just like that. There's 3 of them coming in. Look what I did. Okay. Well, ahead and amputate these back off. And we'll connect this to this. That. This. Okay. That can go there, that can go there, and that can go there. And I can just dump the rest of this into here. Lovely. Okay. Now, I wonder.
Insufficient materials. Flight mode.
I need tanks for this because I'm dealing with fluid. So what I'm wondering is, can I stack two tanks on top of each other and pull a belt out of the top tank? Don't think I can. Okay. So I'm gonna have to buffer in differently. Question is, how do I build the buffer? have an idea. But I don't know if it'll work. It would only work if the belt stops. Okay. Well, let's take a look at this. And let's just take that and use it right now. That's really cool that you can do that. I did not know that you could do that until right then when I tried it. But if you have one set of a blueprint, you can click it and drag it and create multiple runs of the blueprint. I need grabbers. I'm gonna take all of these. Oh, looks like the dark fog might be on its way to attack. Built from many angles. Okay. So I am going to have to delete the top run of this right at the moment. These are connected too, right? Yes. Okay. And let's go ahead and connect this. Just like that.
Cluster is launching an assault.
Of course they are. Okay, where are they coming from? Are they already attacking somewhere? Well, there they are. Oh, it's not being very effective, is it? Oh, we got units all the way over here. They're attacking whole half the planet. Okay. Problem handled. Okay, now I only need the first 5 of these. 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I don't need this one or this one. And since I'm going to be using a tank, that down like that. Oh my gosh, really? Okay. Oh, let me tab over here real quick. Bam. Put that back up there. Lovely. All right. So, my idea basically this. To there. To there. And into there. That's not gonna work though. Needs to be able to handle 2 belts. Okay. Because it can't be that connector. It still has to be this one. And the output still has to be that. So we need to take this belt and elevate it so I can get it back around in there. I needed to go in there. So I guess I can move this back by 1. That. Comes out and elevates up. Goes in like that. And then from the other side, and at the bottom level goes in there. So that's what I need to build on the other side. So if I delete this and this, I can get a whole nother run of these guys right here. Oh my gosh, I built these guys with an extra space. All the way down, and I can shorten this tremendously. Okay, well. Okay. because of the way it's built, I can squeeze those together right there. And then I drop down this guy. Which at this latitude can be right there. And then you can connect him like that. And then we can grab this like right there and use that right now. Just like that. So let's grab it with a space on the belt. We'll grab it like this. Bam. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And actually delete this one and this one. Technically, I could delete this one. Which means I could probably pack these in a little bit tighter. Just need to make sure that belt exists. And then I grab these. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need those 6 as inputs. So I wonder if I could just burn the extra space in this direction. How much extra space do I need? 2? 1, 2, 3. I need 3 extra spaces. 1, 2, 3. I'll be butting up against it right there. If I scoop that back, okay, let's take a look here. power machines. It would mean scooting this entire thing back by 1. That would mean changing the orientation of this belt just to run alongside these other belts and out of my way. Okay, and then I want to take this as a blueprint. Move that. Okay, it was the belt causing it. So I'm going to run one. I'm going to run one down there to run into the tank on that side. Guys connected properly. So I'm gonna have an input from 4 belts right here. But I'm wondering if I should just put inline inserters on this one and connect them at different points down the line. So I can just have more facilities burning across the board. So my goal with this is to get rid of a lot of that crude. Not crude. Refined. Run that on out through there. And then, not that, this. Connect that, and we'll use this, and then we'll just use this. That. Then I can put that there. And we need to have 6 connections down the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I guess after every 4th machine, two, 3, 4, and then into the tank on either end. That'll work, right? Oh no! A bot. Yeah, because the other belt's gonna be above it. Okay. Except for that one, then it's gonna be inputting into this. Okay. So we'll connect the bottom part of these first. Then that guy there. Oh, the lone tree was destroyed by the tank. Okay. And you're gonna come through here to this and here to that. Then you're coming out of here, going up immediately. One away. Okay, got it. Second level from here into there. Second level from here into there. One, two, three, four, five. And 6 right here. Okay. Oh. So there's one connection. There's 2. And there's 3. And there's 4. only other thing I need to do now goes from 2 to 3 so that it can pass over top of everything here. All the way. So it goes back down into there. Okay. Let's see how this one works.
Mineral depleted.
No. Okay. So I'm going to take a quick little break and then I will be right back and we'll see how this has played out. Okay. Looks like we got it running. And these tanks are picking up excess nicely as a buffer. So we have a nice coal facility running right here. Can I drop some more coal in there? No? Can I drop some coal in there? Here? Yeah. Rid of that coal that way. I've got coal running right there, and then I've got refined running right there. And it doesn't seem to be making too big of a dent in these towers, but it's going to prevent them from getting full. At least for a moment, because I noticed that hydrogen is full. So what I'm going to do is get us backed up on red. Pull a stack of these bad boys out. And get us a surplus of red and blue science here. There. Now it's cooking up more red. And that should keep the hydrogen flowing for now. I am going to go ahead and cap off these tanks. So that hydrogen has a place to go when red gets full. And the crude has a place to go when hydrogen gets full. Okay, so now we need more facilities doing things. Okay, so I've got plasma exciters being built over there. I need lots of turbines and lots of the magnetic rings, but I'm gonna need both of these independent of each other. So it would be nice to have a place that is just making turbines and then storing turbines by itself, and then have a separate place that is making turbines for the supermagnetic rings and then just storing the supermagnetic rings off by themselves. And we need to go down this line, right? So I'm going to need iron making magnets to make coils, and then iron and gears to make motors, and then magnets and refined graphite, which comes from coal, to make the supermagnetic rings. Okay, we got 2 iron veins right there. We got 2 crudes right here. We got a copper right there. Yeah, more iron over here. Iron, stone. More stone over there. Coal and stone. We have all of the crude up here. And more coal. More crude over here. And then copper way over here. We have copper anywhere in the vicinity of the base. Ooh, we have copper down here. But we don't have iron down here. But copper's really only needed for the coils, right? Do I need copper at any other step of this process? The copper is only going to be making coils. I need coils at this step, I need coils at that step. And that's it. So if I have 3 runs making coils, okay. I need to fill in this area. So we need that foundation I have down there. All of the foundation. Right here. Just filling in this little lake here. Nice. Okay, I don't think I missed any spots. Which is good. Okay, now I have mining machines with me either. I don't have anything.
Flight mode.
I need to make sure I bring back mining machines and smelters and production facilities. I'm going to need all of those. Okay, so we're going to take a stack of these. I'm going to take 2 stacks of these. We'll take a stack of these. What else might I need down there? I'm gonna take a couple stacks of these. Right. Fill that in right there. spots right here. Bring those up. Okay, now how many runs did I get off of this? Well, no, I can grab that sixth one right there. Oh, come on. Well, I can grab 5. And get 9. I think I can get another 5. Oh, come on, I can get 5, right? Well, I can get 4. And then I can get 6 right there. Okay. I can get more than 6 if I put 2 of these down. Okay. Okay. And this is going to be copper smelting. Okay, and then we go and I'll put small copper. And then paste that over all of them. And that's going to give me 3 distinct runs of copper the magnet rings. Because I can use one of each of these to power magnet creation. Or coil creation. Coils are what they're called. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna put down a splitter right here. Combine those guys together. Combine these guys together, and then combine these guys together. Come straight out into that. You're gonna come straight out into that. You're gonna come across here to that guy. Okay, you're gonna come straight out into this. You're gonna come out and then that. Come straight on into this, you come to here, that. You get to go across there. You like that. And then power. Lovely. Then all the machines kick on. And we start getting copper plates right here. Okay, and I need magnets making times 3. Coils making, because I need 2 here and I need 1 here.
Dark fog cluster is launching an assault.
Oh, is it now? Where are they coming from? Oh, here they come. Straight at what I just built. They are being decimated pretty good. That did not last long at all.
Light bulb.
What kind of goodies did I pick up from that? Oh, I'm starting to get dark fog things now. That's cool. Yeah, I'm getting some energy shard stuff. Lovely. Okay, so to build the engines, I need 1 coil. To build a coil, I need 1 copper. And it takes 1 second. And I need 2 magnets. So I need 2 coils for that. So I can go straight off of this to build coils. And this iron will be for producing magnets. This iron over here will be for producing plates. And so I'm going to duplicate this right here. How close can I get? I'd have to bring the input and the output down from the bottom, which is fine because that's exactly what it's going to do. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put these guys down here. And we're going to run our output lines like that. That way, I can tag the input
Mineral
lines
depleted.
like this. Okay, and then we got input, output, and you're making a ring. Just like that. Okay. Why was it so backed up? Oh, okay. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Okay, so I want to fill in this little spot right there. And that's going to take up the least amount of space coming in. Okay, we have a foundational issue right here. Make sure that all of the minerals are up here. Six, and there's 6. There's 6. There's 6. There's 8. So that's 12, and that's 12, and that's 8. Nine, 10, 11. Can I get 4 on this guy? I put it right here. Can I get 4? 2. I get 4. Okay. So then... I'll combine these two. And then we're going to combine these two. There. And it's gonna have the weirdest belt run of all of them. Like that. I'm gonna have to go all the way around the backside. Then we get power. That. And the iron begins to flow. Slowly at first. Okay. So now we've got magnets making. And to make coils, I need 2 magnets to 1 copper. Magnets make in 1.5 seconds. Copper makes in 1 second. So ideally I would need twice as much. How much more iron do I have nearby? Is it just this one patch right there? Let me get this patch, which seems to be running pretty low. That looks like the starter patch. That's a pretty robust patch. It's crude out there. Any more iron? There's 15 iron over here. I could pipe in this 15 iron over there. in 3 more belts and make 3 more runs of magnets, and that should give me enough magnets. But I think I might need 4 runs of magnets. Because I need magnets again for this. Unless I make them suboptimally. Okay, so 2-1, I would be able to make 3 runs of magnetic coils. 1 would be for here. And 2 would be for here. I would want 4 of them, I think. I can split copper lines. Yeah, because I would need 4. I could do the same thing for magnets going in the opposite direction. Because I would have 6 things making magnets. Well, 7, because I would be adding 1 more. Okay, let's see how I can split up miners on this. There's 5. There's 7. There's 7. There's 5. There's 7. There's 6. And that would be 3 belts worth. Which I suppose would be enough. little blueprint in here. I love having these bases nearby when I build things. Everything just builds. Okay. This belt needs to be reversed. This belt needs to be reversed. And this belt needs to be reversed.
Mineral depleted.
Just do a little bit of that. So I can do a little bit of this. And that goes right in there like that. And this entire belt needs to be ran like that. Then my storage buffer's in place. Okay. Right there. Goes right there. Goes right there. Okay, and now I just need to bring those iron lines from over here to over there. Okay. First, get some power here and here. And then we start running the belts. Okay. Okay. Bam. Okay. And then when that finishes building, we have the extra iron coming over to make the extra magnets. Okay, we should start getting magnets in these 3 boxes, provided I have everything set up correctly. Magnets in the middle box. What? Oh. Oh, I see. There we go. Magnets in all the boxes. Okay. This should be enough to make all the coils that I need. Okay. I wonder. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna need twice as much space. So for power, that one there, that one there, that one there. And then here at the end, put down this guy. And the output run right there. That's the wrong thing. Buffer down right there. I wonder. Because I could bring down 3 belts of magnets right there. And then put a row on either side. Okay, so if I brought in 3 belts of magnets, right, like this, and then we had another row of machines right here. We could do the grabbing for each machine to grab 2. So that each belt is grabbed twice across 2 machines. No, across 3. This pattern we would have to repeat. So there's 3 and 2. There's 1 and 3. And there's 1 and 2. Pulling from 1 twice, pulling from 3 twice, pulling from 2 twice. Okay, that should work. And then we'll just pull in the copper from the outside. Okay, so I want this here. And then this is an output line. And then I would need to combine and resplit the copper, but I think it'll be okay. Okay. That one doesn't need to be there. Either just that one. Wait, we're not gonna have anything left over. Okay. Input to there, output to there. Input, output. Input, output. Go ahead and set this recipe. Set that up like that. I'm gonna put a splitter down right there. And I'm gonna run into there. Like that. And that goes there. That goes there. And that goes there. So if I put another one of these guys here.
Mineral depleted.
Goes into that. That goes out to there. Bam. Iron depleted. Where is iron depleted? Oh, over here.
Flight mode.
Which iron is depleted? Oh, from this vein. Okay. Okay, I think the belts here are gonna be coming out elevated. Here, I can connect down to there. Yeah. Okay, and there's 2 rungs of coils going. Now, if I duplicate that right here, should be okay. I'm gonna take a quick little break. I will be right back. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Oop. Aha. So, think about duplicate this. I'll be okay. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna duplicate this. Up to about right there. Use it right now. Right here. Okay, and now I gotta figure out how to get all of the stuff where it needs to be. I need 2 more runs of copper. Which should be easy enough to get to where it needs to go. I'll just put 1 more of these machines right here. And then we output this into that, and that into that. And then this can come out to go over and then go here. And then this need to do that. And let's go down here so we can go ahead and get this finished. And then these 3 machines need to just come like straight in. They're gonna be running down there on the ground. Here. That. Here, like that. And then through here.
Konnichiwa! Konnichiwa!
Greetings, Tom. Welcome, welcome.
Konnichiwa!
How are you doing this evening? Was Final Fantasy treating you well? Okay. Why? Oh.
Flight mode.
Why does it not let him... How's the back? The back is feeling okay. I was wondering, why wouldn't it let me build this belt like that? More cutscenes with Wook Lamont. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Let's check on the fluid levels over here. They should be sufficiently depleted. Oh, they're depleting more. And these tanks are filling up. Okay, so I've built the refinery, the power facility over here for refined. And I've got a working buffer system for storing the refined over here. These look like they're empty. Okay. But then I also started getting backed up on hydrogen because I'm not using red science anymore. So I had to build a buffer to store additional red science. And I decided if I'm going to do that, I'm going to build a buffer to store additional blue science. So I have that going as well. And I am in the midst of building the turbines and super magnets, which is what these coils are for over here. Strikes me that I might just be able to do this. Yeah. Yeah, I was not super enthused by the way that this latest patch cycle ended. Like that could have been better. Let's do that. Okay. And now my magnet making system can work full blast. Or coil making. Well, I'm not going to be mass producing them, because I don't think I have enough resources available right in this area on this planet. So I'm going to be lacking a little bit. I've got 4 runs of 6 making magnetic coils. And I think I've got them making at capacity, right? Because I have magnets being made 2-to-1 to copper ingots. And then I have them being grabbed 2-to-1 by these refineries right here in order to make the coil. So coils should be at optimal like make right now. And then I've got another iron patch that I'm going to use to make plates and gears. Specifically to make motors. And I need to make 2 runs of motors. And then 2 runs of coils. And I have 4 things of coils. So that should give me everything I need to make turbines. To make 1 like run of turbines. Which I could then take those. All of that would give me 1 run of turbines that I would then be splitting in half, for half of them to go to a turbine stockpile and half of them to go to making super magnets. I need to get that started too. Because I have yellow. But I need diamonds, which I can get from refined this energetic graphite, and the titanium crystals. Which I would need plastic and energetic graphite, and then water. And then hydrogen fuel rods. That's titanium, yeah. And that's sulfuric acid. This is unipolar magnet. So I need kimberlite ore to turn directly into diamonds. And that's fire ice, isn't it? Which I would need to bring over from the gas giant. Yeah, and that's the grading crystals.
Mineral depleted. Flight mode.
Okay. Okay. So I need to get this going and get a smelting facility like right here. Or iron. Okay. So there's 7. There's 6. And there's 6. There's 8. There's 8. I need a different angle and I can grab 7, yeah. I don't think I'm gonna get a whole lot right here.
Dark fog cluster is launching an assault.
Oh, are they now? Where are they coming from? Look at all the ships they are attacking me with. Well, I think we can count that as a failure. Okay. So if I combine two, and two into 4 runs of smelters right here. Oh,
Light bulb.
need more smelters. Aha. Okay. Okay, and I'm gonna need to bring in I don't know if I have much coal left floating around the planet. Oh, I have some coal way over here, but it's also way over here. So the alternate recipe for this is this. Made in a refining facility. So I could take crude and turn it into refined graphite and hydrogen. Still need titanium for that. Well, not crude, refined. I keep calling it crude. My brain is dumb. Okay, and that's to make diamonds, and I need diamonds for this. So I'm going to need energetic graphite for supermagnetic rings and for diamonds. At a 1-to-1 ratio. And if I crack it, I get 1. I'm gonna have a lot. Of the refined left over, which I guess I can put into sulfuric acid. Because this would be, if I build the same kind of facility that I built over there on the other side, and then dump it into the X-ray cracking, that's going to be all of the hydrogen from both sides and the refined from one side. So I'm gonna have one whole side of that facility making refined that I'm not using. Use it for plastic. But I do need to just grab this coal right here. So I wonder at this point if it would just be better to surround the dark fog facility with turrets. And then I can just have the rest of the planet. I wonder how far away from the base is Agra range. Right there.
Warning, warning. Dark fog is approaching. Press Z to enter the combat interface. It
Don't
is
worry,
suspicious
there's
agent.
no threat. My base is right there. Okay, so that was the aggro point. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I stay 6 away, like right here. And then we'll stay 6 away from this side as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, this should do right here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna do this and box them in. This will be their little living perimeter. And they can exist in here. And I'm going to put gun turrets here, and then I'm going to build a second belt behind this. Like right here. One grid space away. And that should be a sufficient range for missile turrets. Make sure we have foundation for our weapon platforms. Did I really do this? Okay, and then more foundation. Missed a spot right there. Go right across here. Build a little bit of that in. Nice. That should be enough of a perimeter, I think. I'm a little bit further on this side than I am on that side. Look at the little patterns they're making. Okay. Next, power. Yeah, if I just hit the middle of each one of these. Oh, that doesn't go there. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. Hopefully I'll get all of this built before their next foray into my base. There and there and there. Don't, but I'm gonna drop an extractor right there when I come back. Okay. Let's go get things we need to finish getting that set up, I think. I was about to say, why isn't my power off? Oh, I haven't finished building that yet. See? See? Already coming back and getting freaked out. Like, no, why is the power? Oh, I haven't finished that. That makes sense. How many of these I'm gonna need? Tourette's.
And it exploded.
Yes. The dark fog are about to explode. I need an entry section. That there. Put that there. Just like that. Right. They are never penetrating this perimeter. Okay. That should be enough missile turrets. But you can't have missiles without bullets. I'm gonna call this my overkill box. Can I squeeze one of these guys? Perfect! Look at the fit! Okay. These are gonna build, right? Ooh, yeah, okay. Yeah, but you know what they say, there's no kill like overkill. I mean, I have all this stuff just sitting around, so you know, might as well. If they land anywhere else on the planet, I'll just blow up the base. But these guys are the examples. And it may just, I may be too close, and when I turn this thing on, it just starts opening fire, and then I'm constantly at war with the dark fog. Yes, I am aware. The ammo is just right here, right? So it's not gonna take hardly anything for me to get the ammo out there. I'll go ahead and run both of the lines, in fact. So I know I'm just gonna run straight lines on both of them, so I know exactly where they're going. You all right there, and then one under there. And they're only at 50%, so I think I'm okay. Okay. Let me make sure this one is missiles, right? Yes. This one's missiles, this one's bullets. Okay. Really? You guys are being a pain. And there we go.
Flight mode.
Yes. I've mixed up the ammo lines when turret creeping on an alien planet before. Oh. I always double check now. Like, yep, I gotta make sure this is right. Power right here alongside the copper when it comes in. Okay, now just make sure everything is built. Even with having to build everything, they're only at like 58%. I think I have plenty of time. Yeah. But normally, like my last playthrough, I was already on other planets by this time. I'm going a little bit slower this time. Sure I have everything set. Why did my fleet come out? I do have to be careful not to trigger the attack myself, just by flying a little too closely. Ads incoming. Let me fly around, give it a once over. You got bullets traveling all the way past here. Yep, they're traveling past here. Yep. Good. Yeah, I'm going to put a fluid thing down there. Oh, over here. Yeah, these two right here. There's a crude oil steep right here. So I need to pick up a refinery and put a refinery right there. I'm gonna take a quick little break. I will be right back. Alrighty, I am back. And while I was on break, I decided to go ahead and leave this running, and I went and picked up this crude oil refinery thing. And now I can see where I need to drop the power pole. It might be right there and right here. Yeah. Right there. And that. That way that can start working as well. Alright, we got bullets all around. Oh, I forgot to put this power pole back down. I can't actually build the power poles across the lake. That's okay, we'll do this. Solutions. Nah. Nah, we're fine. We're fine. It only took. It was right here. It went to right there. We're fine. Okay. Now I do crank this up and then drop 100 drones into each of these. And you see, this is the inherent problem with the board, and the idea that they're going to ignore you until you prove that you are a threat. Because some people are going to do this. And by the time I prove how much of a threat I am, you're gonna be screwed. Because I'm just going to leave you on farm. I'm mildly concerned that this is going to start a non-stop conflict with this thing. It may piss off the mothership. Mildly concerned. Look at it. The overkill box. Now I'm wondering if when they eventually launch their assault, if the conflict is going to spread enough that it just engulfs the base. I like this. They've got 4 crude oil seats inside the kill box and 22 of my stone. I'm eventually gonna have to go get that. But I can do this now and just drop these on the rest of the crude oil around the planet. And there's a bunch of them up here. So much oil on this planet. Oh, more crude right here. And there's that coal. There's the copper. Ooh. More coal and copper. Ah, there's some food. Oh, there's one too. Okay. Oh. That's the one I'm already mining. Oh, here we go. Okay, I think I got them all. They are doing really cool designs here. So they seem to have 3 different ship designs now. Do they add a new type of ship every time they level up? It's giving me... every 3 levels, okay. How long do you think their attack is going to last? They're a little bit off center from my kill box. A little bit closer to this area than they are to this area. But then I expect them to attack in this direction, because their last couple of attacks have been straight across this area. Why is this still not built? Did I not dispatch a drone when I was close enough? Did I point all of these missile turrets the wrong direction? That's funny. I pointed all of them in the wrong direction. Wow. Oh, my drone's coming back. Yay. Yeah, I'm not gonna turn them around. They're just facing the wrong. They're just gonna have to swivel. Pivot, pivot. And we got the hive passing in the background back there. I did not know the hive got that close. I did not know the hive could get that close to this planet. But theoretically, we could be even closer. So they're like, what, 0.5 AU away right now? 0.48? Yeah, we might, like if the Orbis were right, I might be within 0.3 AU of the hive. I wonder how close the hive has to be to attack. If the orbit of the hive comes close enough to the base planet, will the hive just attack the base planet? Because I know in space, if you get closer than like 3 AU to the hive will send out ships to attack you. But I wonder what happens if you're on the planet and the orbit of the planet brings you inside that threshold of the hive. Because we're just outside of it right here. But if the planet was on the other side of the gas giant here, that would have been a very close pass. And I know the hive is a lot closer in some of the other builds. So I wonder if there's not a planet out there where you're just gonna get buzzed by the hive every time like you go around the star. Here it comes.
Dark fog cluster is launching an assault.
Not for long. So this is what I was mildly concerned about. The raid is over and they're still sending ships to attack. I guess eventually they're just going to exhaust every ship at the base. Is the conflict ever going to end? Okay, it stopped. And then they flew back out to the perimeter again. Their core base is getting damaged, I guess by the fighters. So yeah, they're initiating it now and just flying straight out there. Okay, so they've got no ships left and there's nothing on. And the moment it spawns a ship, they immediately go to attack my perimeter. Okay, well, let's see what we picked up. Move this over here. Getting some nice materials here. Nice. Okay. So can I send my drones out there too?
Warning, warning. You're about to intrude Dark Fog Patrol Bridge. They're highly likely to launch an attack. Press Z to enter the combat interface.
They're already launching an attack. Wonder if I could take out some of those guns with my drones over there. Because the drones is what was doing all the damage to those before. Okay. Oh, I need to go get some fuel.
Flight mode.
Okay, let's go recharge. Bum, bum, bum. Ah, there's my recharging station. Supercharge! And then we're gonna go get some fuel. Here we go. How's the eternal conflict going? Oh, it's still going. Are they going to immediately attack me? Yep. Oh, Oh yeah, I'll definitely have to go put filters on them. Because really the only thing I'm interested in that these things drops right now are the dark fog materials. The other stuff, yeah, you know, nice, but ultimately it's just junk that I'm gonna have to like put into a sorter later. Would be nice if I could automatically do that. Bum, bum, bum. So I don't think this is ever going to stop. This is just going to keep going. What are the negative side effects if I just let this keep going here? I've noticed that the Dark Fog Hive is at 0.2% threat now because of this ongoing conflict. Like, eventually I'm just gonna have to wipe out this base and plug the hole with one of the power geothermal power plants. Well, I think the only building that was destroyed was this one, and it was only destroyed when I actually went in there, and then my drones destroyed it. I don't know if these guys actually have drones anymore. These guys over here certainly do. Yeah, this guy has exhausted his drones. And it was the drones from this base that did all of that damage. They're not getting close enough to any of the other bases to trigger a drone attack. The missiles and bullets are keeping them at bay. The only one that they got close enough to was this one. Because they sent a massive group over here right at the start, right after the raid. And then this one had drones out here, and it kept sending more drones until it sent all the drones. Oh, Morris is here. Yes, I heard you. Don't you get an attitude. What are you back talking for? Demanding cat. Oh yeah, this fit level? Yeah, it's very slowly increasing. It'll go up by like 7 points and then go down by 5. But I'm earning a lot of soil pile as well. Stone veins? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay. I'm just gonna land right here on this island and destroy this tree. Then I'm gonna leave that tree. One tree, a dark fog ship, and a million missile turrets. This is how it is. And this is gonna be the end of my stream because it's 3:41 a.m. We've been going for about 3.5 hours in Dyson Sphere program, which I think is pretty good. Got a little bit of a late start because Pokemon ran a little long. We did about 6.5 hours of Pokemon. Yeah. So the next time I will be live will be tomorrow. I think maybe with Terraria or more Dyson Sphere. One of the two. Either a Terraria collab or more Dyson Sphere. I am working on the multiplayer stuff too. I got the mod thing installed, and I got cruise control installed, and I got the thing where you can put the sorter down on top of the belts. So I'm working about getting all of those mods working, and I got the multiplayer mod as well. So I'm curious if I can get that working. It'd be cool to have people come and test. Where's the pie? Where's the pie?
Mineral depleted.
There was no pie. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with the pie. I need to fix that. I need to make the lady's voice louder, and I need to make the pie. You've been ripped off. Let me see if the pie triggers when I do it. No, why is the pie not triggering?
Emotional damage.
Pie from the sky. Okay, let's try it now.
While my days are not taking you seriously, they're certainly coming to a middle.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to troubleshoot pie from the sky. I will refund your points so that you're not ripped off. Don't worry. Anywho, this could be it for the stream for the night. I need to save the game. Dyson Quest 4.
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberry.
Now go away, or I shall taunt you a second time. Hard to do their bad French accent that he did in the movie. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I don't think we have enough people to raid, but that's okay. I'll be back tomorrow. So I'll catch you on the flip side. Nari out. Yeah, I'm not good with the French accent.